Jaguars had Laviska Shenault on the trade block. Well, why? Because they signed Zay Jones to a good amount of money, and they signed Christian Kirk to something like $80-something million. Listen, Christian, I like it, but come on, man. So Laviska Shenault is definitely an option. Who the hell is Laviska Shenault? Some people may not know. Some people may know from the 2020 draft class. He's a second-round pick. A lot of people like to compare him to like a poor man's Deebo Samuels. Here's why Shenault, I think, is on the trading block. He's on his third regime with his third different head coach. So they're not tied to this man, right? It's not like you have a crazy cap hit if they were to move him. And the regime that he's currently under as we speak decided to sign two guys to jump him. So I think since he's on the trade block, Dallas should go ahead and give him a call. But what about his style, Sky? How does he fit? What can he do? What makes him a good receiver here? I think his play style fits with the current stable of wide receivers. We talked about this a few weeks ago. If you look at how they're building the receiver room, with C.D. Lamb, Washington, Michael Gallup, it's a physicality to those players. Shenault fits that. He's 6'2", 220 pounds, really tough to bring down. He's a yak guy, physical guy, and in his 2 years in the league, he's shown some versatility. He can play inside. He can play outside. In his rookie year, he played almost 70% of his snaps outside. And he had a productive year. 58 receptions, about 600 yards, 5 touchdowns. Pretty good for Jacksonville, who doesn't, his rookie year didn't really have a Q. Last year, though, he played more in the slot. 58% of the time, he was in the slot. And when it comes to players like that, I don't like to box them. Let those guys move around. Give him some carries, right? Use his physical gifts. He's got a dog mentality to him. And I think he would fit right in with a James Washington, with a C.D. Lamb, a Michael Gallup. And speaking of Gallup, if Michael Gallup is out, the first month of the season, I think he could slide right into his role. Right into his role. And then when Gallup returns, I think you have some cool chess pieces, some fun chess pieces between Shenault and James Washington. And maybe you give Shenault an extensive look because he's the one with the contract beyond 1 year. So how much is it going to cost, Sky? Well, he has a $2 million cap hit. That's nothing. All right. And he has 2 years remaining on his deal. And I don't think you're going to have to give up a day 2 pick. I don't. I think you can get him for a 4th rounder, maybe even one of those 5th. Hey, package a couple of those 5ths if you want. But I can see Laviska Shenault fitting in with the Dallas Cowboys if they were to make that trade. How do y'all feel about that?